So since you already you believe that AI should be a tool that to be used by any person right now.
Mm.
So what is your current daily AI routine? What do you do with
Oh my
AI? For
God.
example, in the morning, what do you do? Do you ask him what's the weather, or is it something like that, like Siri, or in Amazon?
I don't. It's so funny. So I use a whole bunch of different chat bots depending on
Mm-hmm.
what's going on with my day or like what I have to get done because I find some are better at some tasks than others. Currently, what I would probably do is I would go into ChatGPT into my project for where I do my LinkedIn postings, and I do a morning post for LinkedIn. And usually there's some idea that's popped into my head, or I have some other ones there, and I'm like, all right, let's create a post, and then I'll have it generate an image for me, and then I'll post it on LinkedIn. And then it's usually a combination of, well, what's going on today? What are the particular things? And so then I'll get into Claude. Claude is just amazing. Oh my God, I'm falling more in love with Claude all the time. Although I'm frustrated because they've put some limits on even for the paid people. If I get a job or like if I get money coming in, I'm gonna buy the maximum Claude things. Claude is just brilliant. I love Claude. I will be honest with you. And then I will play in that, and then I will come up with something that I might throw into Gamma. Like I might need to create a presentation or create a giveaway or a handout or a lead magnet. I'm learning all this business terminology that I never thought I would have to learn,
Uh-huh.
that I can give away to someone else. Or I'm in the AI, one of the founding advisors for the AI for HR community that we are launching on November 1st.
Nice, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
And it's designed around HR people leading the next wave of HR innovation, as in building together, like learning and building together. So we're learning together. We're sharing our screens. We're learning how to create GPTs and learning how to create agents and learning how to do integrations and with the idea that we are going to learn how to get things going for the next wave of HR innovation and do it as a community. And it's a
Wow.
global community.
This
It's pretty cool, and it's built on abundance rather than scarcity, as in we're not competing with each other. This is like, there is plenty for everyone in the universe. And so we can freely share what we learn, what we're working on, So like just last week, I had 45 minutes where I shared my screen. I had 10 other people in there, and I'm like, all right, this is what you can do in Lovable, and this is what you can do in so it really depends on the day, but I mean, I get into Mistral. I'll use Notebook LM because it's really good for being able to visualize things. I don't like their AI as much. The Notebook LM, I don't think it's as good. It's good for if you're doing stuff in Google. Like that's the
mhm.
thing with Copilot and with Notebook LM and with Gemini. If you are a Google person or a Microsoft person, hell yeah. If you're in like Word and Excel and PowerPoint and all those all day long, hell yeah, use Copilot because it's freaking brilliant for that. But if you're wanting to do something a little more creative, a little bit more outside of the box, you might have to go to one of the other chatbots because I don't find them to be as, I don't know, as creative
Mhm.
with what it comes up with. So,
Okay.
yeah, so
So
I know that didn't really help you, but I'm working on ways to improve my flow all the time. I'm trying to
yeah,
create an AD.
looking at the conversation that we had from the very beginning up to now. So I'd like to ask you now about the Rocco framework. Can you tell us about the Rocco framework and how you
Rocco.
use it here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
my Rocco framework.
yeah, yeah.
ROCO. So R stands for role, O stands for objective, C stands for context, and the other O stands for output. And I developed this myself, like as I was learning to prompt. When I figured out I got the best results when I had all four of those elements. Now,
Mhm.
you look at other experts out there like Ruben Hassid and other experts that are out there, and they have like these long, like 5, 6, 7 letters. And I'm like, nah, my brain ain't going to be able to keep that. I've got too much going on in there right now. 4 letters. That's the most that I can do is 4 letters. And so it's role, objective, context, and output. Role. What role do you want the AI to play? Objective. What did you come to the AI for? What are you trying to get done? C is context. It carries a lot. I think of this as like my picnic basket of all the extra stuff. It's literally the story or the thing that like you have this story about what's happening and that you have like all of these relationships that happen or the people that you're writing it for. And that's all the extra details. So context is literally all the extra details that if you gave the AI that, if you told it the story behind it, it could actually give you a much better output. And then of course, output is a lot of people don't realize that you can tell the AI what you want it to give you. I can say, give it to me in a table, and these are the columns, and I'll literally imagine an Excel spreadsheet, and I'll be like, I want the name, I want the URL, I want the cost, I want the, what are the external review, like I can write it out and say, give me a table like this, or give it to me in a bulleted list, or give it to me in a copy and paste, or give it to me in a markdown document, and just saying how you want it. And so those 4 letters, believe it or not, a lot of people are like, God, that's really helpful, this whole Rocco thing. I'm like, and someone was watching me prompt the other day, and she's like, oh my God, I'm surprised you came up with a prompt that quickly. And I'm like, it's the 4 letters. What's the role? What's the objective? What are the extra details that if I gave it, it would give me a much better response that I wanted? And then how do I want it to look when it comes out? I
Can
mean,
you
it's,
give us a specific example, for example, for our viewers if they wanted to use this Rocco?
oh
Just a
God,
very simple example that you use every day.
I tend that I use every day. Okay, so here's one that I use every day. Be a top 3 LinkedIn content creator, because this is what I want to. I want to become a content creator. That's what I ultimately want to do, is be a content creator at the age of 56. I could do it.
It's yeah, it's still
Be a top 3 LinkedIn content craft a post about this, whatever the topic is, like about using AI as a woman of a certain age, or woman 40 plus. And then I'd give it context like I have parents I'm taking care of. I have kids I'm taking care of. I have a husband. I have a job that's high powered. I have all of these things that I have to get done. And what are like 2 or 3 things that would make using AI seem really easy? Like that would be the context. And then I would say, give it to me as a LinkedIn post with a killer hook and a CTA, a call to action, which is another thing I've learned about since starting a business. Like CTA, I need a CTA. And then it would give me something pretty decent. And then I would be like, I like it. No, you need to tweak this. This needs to be
Mhm.
done, that kind of thing. So that's Rocco. That's how I would use Rocco. It's just like I said, role, objective, context, output. And it
Mhm.
just it's a simple, it's pretty easy. And I can get for the usual stuff that I do, it works. Now, if you're doing something really involved,
Mhm.
obviously you're gonna want it. But then that's when you ask the AI to craft the freaking prompt for you. Like I don't know why people don't do this. Like you can literally ask the AI, hey, I need a prompt to create an image that does this. Give me a prompt that I can use in Gemini that will create this, this, and this, and this. And it'll
Mhm.
write the prompt for you.